Hi, and welcome to Clappia. In this video, we will see how to add charts for analysis to your apps. Let's see how to do this with the help of an example. Over here, I have created a sales tracker app where an employee captures customer information such as their name, email, location, then the items that they have purchased, the corresponding price and quantity, the total amount that they pay, and finally, the signature of the salesperson as well as the customer. Now, based on the sales data captured, let's say some analysis needs to be done and you need graphical representation for it. For that, we go to the design app, where in step 1 of design app is where you create your app structure, like so. And once you have created the app structure, for analysis, you go to step 4, which is analytics. Under analytics, we have live dashboard and automated reports. To add charts for your apps, you click on live dashboard and then click on add chart. You can see there are different types of charts that you can use. So for example, if I take bar graph, you will get a right hand panel where you can configure your charts. So for example, if I want to check the number of items sold per product, then the first thing I'll do is give a name to the chart, say items sold, then give a name to the x-axis, which is the bottom of the graph, which would be product, and then the y-axis as quantity. Now under aggregation, you will be able to perform these on certain fields that you have in your app. So let's say I need to know how many of each items were sold. So for that, I'll click on sum. Then underneath sum, I'll click on quantity. Now the quantity is based on numerical values. So I'll just go back to the app to show you that. So under my submissions tab, you can see the quantity is in numerical value. Now back to the analytics tab. Under x-axis dimension, since I mentioned product, it will be the item name. So if I go back to the app, under app home, you can see I can select the type of products over here under item name, which is why I have selected item name over here in the x-axis dimension. And since it is a string and not a numerical value, I am keeping it as string. You can also have it in ascending or descending order as per your requirement. Now I'll click on save. And you can see for all my items, the total quantity purchased is shown. So item 1 and item 3 seems to be the most purchased item. Now if you wish to add more charts for your app, you can click on add chart again and then select your desired chart. So now say I want to calculate the total number of sales made by each sales representative. For that I can use a pie chart, and again on the right hand panel I can configure it. So say for the chart title I will give sales rep. Under aggregation, I will count the number of submissions that they have made. So that will let me know how many sales that they have done. So I'll select count. Then under dimension, I will select name of the salesperson. It will be string and then click on save. As you can see over here, it shows that I have 3 sales representatives and each of them have made 3 sales. You can also verify this under the submissions tab. So if I were to check over here in the submissions tab, you can see 3 sales representatives names and each of them have made 3 submissions. So the charts do give accurate analysis based on the submissions to the app. We can also have another chart for getting map view. Once you click on maps on the right hand panel, when I click on dimensions, I will select location of the customer. As you can see, there is only one field that I can select. That is because if I go back to my app home, there is only one field that captures the GPS location. For the map to work, you will need to have at least one field which is of the GPS location block. Now I click on save and you can see all the sales have been done in one area. So this would be useful if you would like to check which area does better in terms of sales for this particular example. Next, we also have data table where you can view your data in a tabular format. So for example, on the right hand panel, I will say count. Under aggregation, under dimension, I will select maybe item name. If there are any missing values in your submission, you can always mention what value you would like to give for that over here, or you could leave it blank. Now if I click on save, it shows the number of submissions made for each item. I can also add an additional dimension to this. So say quantity, click on save, and here it shows me how many times a submission has been made for each item based on the quantity purchased for that item. Finally, if you would like to know the overall product sold for the company, You can click on add chart again, click on summary. Under aggregation, if I am checking the total number of items sold, then maybe I can give the aggregation as sum. Underneath that, I will select quantity, and you can see 30 items have been purchased overall. Now this data will keep changing when new submissions come in. You can also send all this data as an email via automated reports. So over here I've already configured some reports. Now if I click on this, on the right hand panel you can mention the email address to whom it needs to be sent out to, and then under data type, if you need to send out the charts that you have configured under the live dashboard, you can select analytics data. Once you select analytics data, under select configured chart, you can select which chart to send across. If you want to send all of them, you can add a report for each of them. To know how to configure automated reports, you can check out our other video on that. Now once you have configured your charts under the live dashboard, under app home, you will get the analytics tab. Click on it and you will be able to view all the data in a graphical representation. Here you will not be able to make any changes to your dashboard. It is only to view it. So as I mentioned, anytime a new submission is made, the data will change accordingly over here. So let me make a submission and let's see how it looks. I'll go to app home and make a submission. Now I'll click on submit and you can view the submission under the submissions tab. So this is my latest submission, and now if I were to go to analytics, the data should have changed. So I had selected item 1. Previously it had said quantity as 16. Now it says 17. I have given the salesperson's name as Ravi, so Ravi's would have changed to 4, while before all were 3. You can also see that the map view now says 10 in this particular area. So in this way you can configure your live dashboard. If you have any queries regarding the configuration of your live dashboard for your apps or any other feature in Clapier, you can request support by clicking on the button over here, or you can email us directly to support@clapier.com and we'll be happy to assist you. Thank you.